Caballero, if you want to ask you something.
Hold it.
Was that yours? You had a film last year where.
Baby, wait, it's a light, baby. La luz de esto del. Oh.
Was that his?
No. You're talking about the short films that we presented last year about Maria.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And that was in Puerto Rico also.
Yes.
And that's why I thought maybe this was the same group.
Yeah, but no.
We're the same people. We're all friends.
We are all friends.
friends.
You know each other.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We all know each other for.
Te escuché riéndote conmigo, pero.
Sí, porque no esperaba los cambios que ocurrieron.
Esa madre pentecostal, ¿verdad?
Ese ministro.
Bueno, pero eso es como like happens in many places, you know, that the pastor plays like I remember because I took that. I have a cousin back in Barcelona. Yo filmé la película Everything is in my hometown en Barceloneta. Y I remember el pastor de ese pueblo hace muchísimos años tuvo una niña preñada. Y yo siempre eso se me quedó. How religion can get away with murder in so many ways.
Y es que hay algo bien interesante, digo, la película entera, ¿no? Pero esto, y es, son dos religiones, son dos familias bien distintas a nivel de social, a nivel social, económica, pero también son dos religiones completamente distintas. La familia católica y la familia pentecostal. I'm saying
You talk
that.
about problem during the shooting, or you talk about problem?
Well, but basically what happens in Puerto Rico, it usually is that the people who go to Catholic Church are what you call the rich people, So the other people is, the poor people, the working class, those are more fundamentalist. They go
That's the thing, that's the thing I noticed that you're talking, but that's not the common religion in Puerto Rico, but that's not a big deal.
Both. Catholicism, yes.
Catholicism, but not
the other one.
Yes.
That's big too?
That's big, very fundamentalist.
So, now, I don't mind having a stereotype of a character. I don't mind that, as long as it contributes to the point you're trying to make about the character and the conflict or whatever. I kind of felt like I got a kick out of the pen and the description of the pastor and just how devious he is, and how bold he is to fleece, the money from the people. And then you see him getting
a blowjob from the secretary. Exactly. Well, that's the hypocrisy.
While you're running out to save your son's soul, he goes,
And he was touching,
Oh, and all that stuff when you went right.
Well, that's what happens, we all heard those stories when it comes.
So there is. I got a kick out of that kind of devious, kind of shady sexual side of that pastor and that. But
at the end, with the secretary.
The thing is that the kid was more traditional, more, but at the same time seemed almost abusive to.
Well, yes, it's more matriarchal, but she's Catholic, and she wanted to go through the Virgin and Jesus, so she's very fundamentalist.
But then you have this, the father. I know that the father is not gay, but he might be.
The grandfather.
Right,
the grandfather.
He might be.
Yes.
But not really.
I didn't want to be very clear about that. By using the shoes, that's something that it's a conversation that happened between me and Amneris. She once told me that her father.
When we were having the meeting to start
when I was writing, we have a conversation. And
you were right.
And then Amneris told me, because I wanted to create a grandfather, old school, and unfortunately with repressions by society. So
Right.
what you see is this character who has dementia.
But his
He's
character,
wearing his white shoes,
Right.
red shoes.
right? But which is actually a little bit like Dorothy, the
Yes.
Dorothy slipper. But that was the situation. That's kind of it.
Oh wow, many years on. Okay, my father came to New York. I mean, they divorced, separate when I was 14. And I have two brothers, one brother and one sister older than me. So they were together like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like 20 or 25 years.
So they were
together.
married for 20 something years.
Yeah.
I noticed it all along. Do you have to be so on the down low that nobody knows?
Well, I think I'm gay, and I'm very clear about that. But in the 80s, it was kind of open. But I assume, and I heard from my friends older than me, that they went through hell, and that the situation not being able to talk about it because it was bad. It was a taboo. They didn't have these. It was that kind of thing. For example, I remember Mama saying to me,
This film kind of, to me, feels like a reaction to being brought up like that.
yes.
This film, to me, feels
yes.
like this is the person that is, even though the person looks pretty mature, doesn't have the sense of being able to say, I might be this way, and has to hide it, like in a shameful way. But the
Yes.
other fellow on the skateboard, Julio, for some reason, he seems more at ease.
More
with
at ease
than
with
the
the
more
situation.
flamboyant of the two.
Yeah.
So he's the one that's, when he's doing the actually very beautiful fabric with the.
When he's
And actually the Goldilocks at the end and everything like that. That, I can understand why he would be troubled about coming out, but I got the sense that the reason is not so much him personally, but just more the environment.
Yeah, the environment.
In the society.
Yeah.
And I'm not too sure whether that's saying it's like that now or it's like that then.
Well, basically that's, when I talk about, specifically this kind of movie, I talk about my own experience. And I do remember it was bad. Knowing that you are something and not being able to say it because you are not even clear about what you are, but everybody around you and outside know who you are, and they assume that they can bully you and call you names. So what happened is I ended up being shut down and quiet, not being able to manifest.
You mean ostracized, or you mean like kind of kept out, or just put down?
Well, I think that I didn't know the name or what I was, which is basically gay.
You mean you didn't know that they knew?
Well, I knew there was something wrong with me because they continually were attacking and telling me things. So that is when people say, you walk in the street and say, Pato. So you don't know why you're calling me Pato? You understand? So it's that kind of thing. When society is working against you and judging you without you going to your own process and understanding.
So how do you work through your own?
It's horrible.
That's
it's horrible.
Yeah.
I remember. I did this. This is the second part of another short film that I did called Mariposa, where you see the whole butterfly thing connected.
Oh, okay.
It's about me when I was 8 years old,
Okay.
and this is me in high school, and in middle school, high school.
Oh, so he's supposed to be high school. Okay.
Yeah, so
that's
I
a high
wanted
school.
Yeah, that's
Right
now.
now.
Yeah. A few days ago, I saw on video of this guy being bullied, and he stand up and he started hitting the guy finally. So it's a liberation. So I cannot believe because of the social media. So people are more exposed. Besides, I remember being protected in my home. Mm-hmm. Once I step out of the door and go into the world, which was my hometown, I was accused. Because I didn't have nobody to defend me. So I went through that not knowing what I really was. So obviously it takes years to say, oh, I'm this. Mm-hmm. So when I finally defined the word, I found the word that said, you are this. I was in my 20s at the University of Puerto Rico. So what a kid should know about this? Nobody knows. You're going
They wouldn't talk about it.
No, they don't. Because it's that.
But if it was talked about,
I don't know if I was
code word.
I think that this is what happened. when you want to be a policeman, you know what you want to be.
Right.
You know, and this whole situation with the cisgender, oh, you like the girl, you like the boy. So I wasn't in the in between. You didn't know what I didn't know what I liked because I like dolls. But then I needed to go and play with the guys,
Right.
baseball. So it was something that it was created by society that people had to follow the rules, but I didn't fit in. So that make you question, who am I? Where I belong?
That really, you don't have to, you don't, if you like to play with dolls, that doesn't mean that your inclination or your
sexual preference, whatever.
Your sexual preparation is going to be gay. It doesn't. No.
I think that is
I had a chat with.
I think that is an answer of what is the status quo or the way that guys should behave, girls should behave.
Well, you know, it's interesting. When I was a kid,